Hi, Fems. Happy Monday. I am Violette. I'm the founder of FemCity, and you're joining me today for our Monday motivational series. We're here every single Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and I always invite our global members to take part in the discussion with our collaborative intention is to help you move forward in your business, with your money, with your life, and we hope that all of these really do help you. If you're watching this in the FemCity library later on, don't worry about it. You can continue with the conversation as well. You can still kind of connect with any of our panelists at any time. If you're watching it 6 months from now or this weekend, I know a lot of girls in our communities, they actually love watching, as Shoshana back in, they love watching our FemCity curriculum on the weekends. So if that is the way that you go ahead and take advantage of all the educational components, go for it, but make sure that you always know that we're here for you. So I'm super excited. These are three of my favorite femmes. I'm super excited to dive in today. We're going to talk about how to expand your brand. And the reason why we're having this conversation is we have a lot of femmes that have new businesses, or they've done a lot of pivoting, or they're looking to up level, and they don't really know how to get started with expanding their brand. So they've had a little bit of success. They've got that money coming in, but they're looking to kind of get more of it going. And so we're going to talk about that today. If you have any questions, again, feel free to ask them while we're here live, and you can even ask them after. Tag any of us, and we're here to help you and serve you. We love seeing your success. So let's get started. We're going to go in alphabetical order. So Lindsay, share a little bit about who you are and what your connection to brand exposure is. Oh, you're on mute.
I was trying to be good and mute myself so there wouldn't be background noise. Apologies. My name is Lindsay Woods. I'm the owner of Cascade Creative Group. We are a PR, branding, and social media agency, and I have more than 20 years of experience working from small brands to big brands, all the way up to the Olympics and the World Cup. So I've kind of experienced it all. And over the years, I've grown my brand because PR has changed so much. So I've had a lot of experience going this way and then going that way and seeing what works and what doesn't. So just excited to be here today.
Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Lindsay. And Shannon, share a little bit about your background as well and how it connects to brand exposure.
So I'm Shannon with Shannon Lee Strategy. I have 20 plus years experience in digital marketing. So I'm a digital marketing coach and social media coach who takes business owners from chaos to calm. I help them develop simple social media strategies and digital marketing strategies that are effective. I live in Bend, Oregon. I've been a business owner for 4 years this month. And I just basically take those business owners from really overwhelmed to calm. That's what I do.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much. And Shoshana.
Hi, so I work with strong women and families, and I guide them on their holistic journey to help them achieve their health goals and their life goals. And really why I feel like I have something to say here is because we were virtual before virtual was a thing. Over 6 years ago, we started our podcast. We were early-ish on Instagram. We were early-ish on TikTok. So we have grown to be #1 of all podcasts and have a humble following on Instagram. And I really pride myself on relationships with other people and being able to grow my brand. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later on.
Awesome. All right. So you can see we have a very well-rounded, very filled of wisdom. I think the three of you just bring so much to the table. And again, if you're watching this later on, do not hesitate to reach out to any of them or myself. I'm not an expert in this, but they are, but reach out to any of us. And so my first question, I think a lot of femmes want to know is, all right, so what's that #1 tip? How can I expand my brand? You know, we're all looking to make 2021 fantastic, perhaps recover still from 2020. And, you know, we hear a lot of great advice through various platforms out there, but down, you know, at the end of the day, they want to know what's that one tip that you can share with them that's going to help them expand their brand. And knowing that when you expand your brand, more opportunities come to you, and then therefore more money comes to you. So that's the key also, is that you want to get others to know about you, because then more people are obviously knowledgeable about the work that you're doing, and then that opportunity, that money comes to you. So this is a critical piece in.
Uh-oh. Is she frozen for you guys?
I think she's frozen for you, for all of us. So Lindsay, why don't we hope that it's still working, and why don't you tell us what your number one tip is?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's just go ahead and start. Well, you guys weren't moving either, so I was like, is everyone frozen? Because like so still. So mine would be two things that fold into one. It would be to tell your story, to make sure that you are being present and telling your story, who you are, what you do, who you serve, more importantly, how you can help people. And whether you do that through social media, if you do it through networking groups like this amazing group that we're in right now, or whether you do that through the media, that is so very important. And the second part that kind of folds into that, in order to have that time to be present, engage, and to tell your story, outsource. I think it's the hardest thing for business owners to do, but look at what your tasks are. And as you want to grow your business, what can you outsource? Can you get to a VA? Can someone manage your books? Whatever it may be, because if you're able to outsource tasks, that's able to free you up to do more of the great tips that these ladies are going to talk about. So those would be 2 to 1. Shannon, I'll throw it to you.
All right. So I say the best tip is get yourself on video. Lindsay is talking about telling your story. You need to tell your story, but the fastest way to get in front of people is video. 90% of consumers say video helps them with the purchase. So video also helps with relatability, trust. People can hear, see you. They're either drawn to you or pushed away. And more than ever, there are so many options to say top of mind. Instagram stories and Facebook stories let you go up and practice, and they go away in 24 hours. Your Instagram feed, you can put in 60 seconds of video, or you can go to IGTV and put over a minute. There's YouTube, TikTok, and Reels. Everybody wants that short form video. They want quick little bites here and there. So TikToks and Reels are great. Then you can go live on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to post to Facebook and LinkedIn. But here's the thing. You need to know where your audience is at, and that is where you start to kind of concentrate on your video presence. And one of the places I tell people to start is on Instagram stories. So 50 million people a day are using Instagram stories, and 58% say that they are purchasing via Instagram stories. So don't forget to tell your story and tell what you do and sell in those places. So that's my hot tip.
Awesome.
Okay. I don't know if I'm still connected or not.
Oh, yeah, you're back. You're back. You're here. Oh, but you're frozen again. So I'll go ahead and I'll share my tip. And my tip is collaboration. Collaboration at the beginning is
okay. Sorry, my connection I lost connection completely.
That's okay. We're good. So my tip is collaboration. Find people who you connect with, whose audience know you'll connect with them. And one way that you can collaborate is do an Instagram giveaway. If you could get a few people in on that, you're going to get more eyes on it. I've woken up in the morning and had 100 more followers. Are they the right followers? I cross my fingers they are, but then when you're telling your story, then when you're going on Reels, you're having more eyes on it. You could do Facebook giveaways in people's Facebook groups. I know that helped me just last week as I launched the book and hit number 1. I know it was because I was able to get more visibility through other people's Facebook groups. And I do lots of things to help them out too. And podcast collaborations work really well as well. I've been able to train other health providers in using my tools. I've helped a woman be able to see color, a blind woman be able to see color again. I've been able to help a type 1 diabetic use less insulin because of that podcasting collaboration. So definitely think about at least one collaboration per month.
I love that tip. That is one that not many of us take advantage of. And Lindsay has a Clubhouse group. A Clubhouse is specifically for that on Mondays.
Tonight, 7 o'clock, if it's Monday here. So 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And it's all about, we have an expert speaker, but then the last half is all about collaboration. And Shannon is actually going to be our guest next week. So it's a great place to network and find people. So one of the things that Violette asked was, what's the final tip? I would love to hear what you guys have to say about that.
I feel like I gave all my tips away, but one thing I will say is when I have people that are really shy about getting on video, I basically say set up content categories and make, Monday podcast day, Tuesday your tip day, Wednesday this day. So you're not all over the place, but just set up some. They call it buckets sometimes, but I find that buckets are one of those content buckets are one of those industry jargon words. So set up categories that you're going to do every day in your stories, in your social media, and that will help you become less overwhelmed. But it also, the consistency keeps you top of mind. And top of mind awareness is key when it comes to brand awareness.
I completely agree, because we weren't social media experts. I mean, maybe we're still not, but we definitely have done so much, but we were spending so much time thinking about what to post, how to post it, where to post it. So until we got organized, we felt like our whole business was social media, and we weren't able to actually like see clients because we were always like, what's on Instagram? So I agree completely.
And I think you hit the nail on the head right there, Shoshana, with the word you said, organize. Whether you're the kind of person who writes it down on list or whatever that may be, growing your brand, takes steps. Like Shannon said, you want to be on video, you want to be present, and you want to do these collaborations. Write it down, or use a time tracking tool like Asana or a project management tool. But sketch out. Take an hour and sit down and think, okay, where do I want my brand to grow in the next 3 months? And then how am I going to get there? Because if you don't have a plan, you're planning to fail. So that, I would think, would be step one to implement all of these different things.
So is that your comment, or is that your final tip? And do you have another final tip?
No, I think that would be my final tip. I think everything everyone said, really ties well together. You need to tell your story, and video is the easiest way to do that. And then collaborating with other people expands your network. And then I think if you put it all down on paper on exactly how you want to do it, I guess my final tip would be ask for help, because you can't do this alone. You can, but it's going to take a whole lot longer than if you rely on people like a networking group like this one to reach out and say, hey, I want to be on a podcast. Where do I start? And then Shoshana can be like, well, I have a podcast. Let me tell you what I look for in guests. So yeah, that would be my final tip.
Awesome. So we definitely got it together once we asked for help and got help. It was hard for us to figure out on our own. So I'm with you on that. And my final tip is, when you collaborate, don't let your ego get in the way. Collaborate with people who are right for your audience. Collaborate with people who don't just have really high Instagram numbers, because maybe they're people, maybe they bought those followers. Maybe they're not actually going to interact with your stuff, or maybe it's the wrong people. If you service, the 40+ community in health, then going to somebody who talks about millennials, that's not going to help you. So make sure that you're not just going after the people who seem to have a big reputation, but the people who are actually with you, in line with your ethos, in line with your values, and are the right people to grow your brand. Because no matter how many eyeballs you have on you, if they're not the right eyeballs, it's not going to equal dollar signs for you. Awesome. So Lindsay, where can people find you?
So as I mentioned, I own Cascade Creative Group. So you can find me Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn at Cascade Creative Group, and just cascadecreativegroup.com. We do offer a free discovery call. So if you're looking for help, just tell your story, please get in touch.
And I'm Shannon with Shannon Lee Strategy. You can find me at Shannon Lee Strategy on Instagram, and head over to my website and sign up for my email list at shannonleestrategy.com, because I'm going to have a 4-hour intensive Instagram training in June. So I'd love to have you.
And I'm Shoshana Chaim. I'm the founder at Plant Trainers and the Plant Trainers podcast. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you can find us there. But if you want to learn more about what I do, I kind of got a little bit more going on. So you can always find me on Facebook, and feel free to reach out, PM me, ask me a question. I answer all of my own social media. So reach out there, either at Shoshana Chaim on Facebook or at Plant Trainers on any of the other social. Awesome. Any last words anybody has?
No, just ask for help. This is such an amazing network. And there's so many, if you're in FemCity, Shannon actually brought me to FemCity. So many great people. There's someone in almost every discipline. So take the time to go through the network library now, meet people, ask for help, find people you can collaborate with. It's been such a gift. So use it to the full advantage, I would say.
Just FemCity is an amazing group of women. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for FemCity. So, plenty of people to help you with your stuff, and I'm here to help you as well. So.
I completely agree. That's definitely what helped me with my book launch last week, and just, being able to slay it the way I did. So if you guys are not part of FemCity yet, feel free to reach out to any of us. We're happy to answer any questions about FemCity for you. And have an amazing Monday, everybody. Get all your goals done and expand your brand.
Shoshana, does it just automatically end now?
I guess we should just all leave studio and hope for the best.
Okay.
Tech things, guys. See ya.
Right? Take care.